Red Stripe, Premier League. I miss one bag of gold medal pan me no. Red Stripe alone champion boy go. Pan a pour them a singing anthem to. Red Stripe, watcha. Man shall I be the forward boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal when I run from boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy now. Pop down we run the marathon boy. The bush and never made it that the champion boy pan. Nah man I done a songsters boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy.
Cavalier.
A very pleasant evening to you. Welcome once again to the Draxall Sports Complex. It's match day 19 in the Red Stripe National Premier Football League. This evening at the Draxall Sports Complex, it's Mount Pleasant against Cavalier FC. Mount Pleasant has never beaten the Cavalier in Premier League action. So as we get ready for the start of this encounter, just to run down the starting lineups for today. For Cavalier, the visiting team, it's Nicholas Hamilton wearing number 9, Mark Bryan wearing number 22, Ronaldo Webster wearing number 31, Kyle Ming wearing number 15, Marklando Maxwell wearing number 27. We have Gadale Irving wearing number 2. Kimani Gibbons wearing number 20. Number 25 is Brian English. We also have Chanel Thomas wearing number 7. 17, that is. Chanel Thomas wearing number 17. So that's the starting team for Cavaliers. Starting today for Mount Pleasant in goal is David Swaby wearing number 50. Kevin Graham wearing number 18. Ladale Richard, the captain, wearing number 3. Ricardo Campbell wearing number 5. Sule Makala wearing number 14. Number 23 is Evan Taylor. Number 15, Kevon Isaacs. Number 7, Jamil Hardware. Number 10, Kemar Beckford. Number 19, Cordell Benbow. And number 16, Francois Swaby. And we're on the way in this encounter. Mount Pleasant with the kickoff. Kevin Graham sending this one long upfield. So goal kick to the Cavalier team. Early action in this encounter. In fact, we're into the first minute of this encounter. Here is Mount Pleasant in possession through Sule Makala. Plays it left side. Finds Cordell Benbow. Benbow back to Makala. Makala to Benbow. Loses it. Cavalier with it in their own half. Plays it across the halfway line. Does Cavalier. And it's back with Mount Pleasant. Plays it inside. Finds Jamil Hardware. Hardware turns it back. And it's played into touch by Mount Pleasant. So, an infringement over on the far side. Nice crowd on hand here at the Draxall Sports Complex. Here is Mount Pleasant coming away with it once again. Loses it to Cavalier. Back with Mount Pleasant through Hardware. Hardware finds number 10, Kemar Beckford. Here's Hardware back again to Beckford. Beckford swings it from way outside and it goes harmlessly into touch for a goal kick to the Cavalier team. The officials for today, the referee, Veralton Nemard. The first assistant is Nicholas Anderson. The second assistant is Ojay Duhaney. The fourth official is Damian Coombs. The referee assessor today is Lewin Purser. We are into the third minute of this encounter. No goals so far. The second game being played on the lights of the season for Mount Pleasant. First game against Dunbeholden resulted in victory for the Mount Pleasant team. And of course they would want to make it back-to-back victories here. And in fact would be going for a third straight win, having beaten Malines United last week at the Constant Spring Field. So here's a goal kick. Comes on just about the halfway line, headed back out by Mount Pleasant. Here is Cavalier with it once again. Gadale Irvin plays it inside. Here is Cavalier on the attack once again. Going down the left side. Here is Irvin, turns it inside. Ricochets off Ladale Ritchie. And it comes into touch for a throw just in front of the Mount Pleasant bench. for Cavalier. Throws it short to Orlando Brown. It goes back inside. Here's the goalkeeper going up for Mount Pleasant. Takes it down Swaby. And bowls it to his left. Finds Corde Benbow. Benbow plays it inside to Hardware. It's back with Benbow. Here's Benbow coming forward. And it rolls harmlessly from a deflection and goes to the goalkeeper. Benbow on the ground, making his way back up now. That's Benbow. So goalkeeper Mark Bryan for Cavalier bowls it right-sided. Throw in to be taken now by Sule McCullough on the far side for Mount Pleasant. Throws it inside. Here is Nicholas Hamilton for Cavalier. Dribbles into the center circle. Plays a long one. Lovely pass across on the right-hand side there by Hamilton. Cavalier in possession. Coming forward. Taken down. No whistle on the play. Play on, says referee. Here is Benbow coming forward now for Mount Pleasant. Stops just about the halfway line. Turns it to his right. Finds Jamil Hardware. Poor first touch from Hardware. And goes back to the Cavalier team. Here is Kevin Graham sending this one. A overhead kick. Sending it back upfield for the Cavalier team. Irvin throws it. Finds Rankin. Comes all the way back to Kimani Gibbons for Cavalier. They are in possession. Coming forward once again. Plays it across the halfway line. Intercepted by the Mount Pleasant defense. And it goes into touch for a throw to the Cavalier team. They're in possession once again. Cavalier on the far side. Trying to come forward. Broken up by Mount Pleasant. Plays it back to Ladale Ritchie, the captain. He plays it long upfield. Finds Francois Swaby, chests it back to Jamil Hardware. Lovely pass he's trying to make to number 10, Kemar Beckford. Just a little overweighted is the pass, and it goes into touch. So a goal kick to the Cavalier team. Goalkeeper Mark Bryan getting ready to take this goal kick for Cavalier. Lovely through pass intended there for Kemar Beckford. What could have been dangerous had he gotten to the end of that one. Here is a goal kick now. Ball goes way up into the night skies. Comes back to Cavalier. Headed out one time by Graham. Here is Kemar Beckford placing it long upfield, trying to find Francois Swaby. Unsuccessful. Here it comes out to Beckford. Beckford bangs it towards goal. Way off target it is. And it's another goal kick to the Cavalier team. Beckford trying to produce a spectacular kick there. Didn't come off as he would have wanted it to. So Cavalier wins a goal kick. Here is Cavalier once again on the attack. Orlando Brown plays it inside. Lovely pass there by the Cavalier team. Here is Nicholas Hamilton on the left side once again, trying to beat his man. Shot across trying to get it into the penalty area. He's unsuccessful as it slides off the outside of his boots and goes into touch for a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Here is Swaby with the goal kick, plays it left side. Looks to be James with that kick. Playing it upfield. Here is Isaacs dribbling forward. Loses it. Sorry. Says Isaacs. Boot just a little bit too high. And is penalized by referee Veralton Nemhard. So a free kick won by the Cavalier team just below the center circle in the Mount Pleasant half. And the player requiring some attention from the medics who have made their way onto the field. Heading towards the quarter-way mark of this game. And Isaacs trying to get it even further. Succeeds in doing so. Now comes to Hardway. Hardway plays it right side to Kemar Beckford. Beckford tries to get it back to Jamil Hardway. Does so successfully. Hardway makes a 360 turn. Plays it left side. Finds Liston James. Liston James plays it left side. Finds Sule Makala. Makala trying to find Benbow. Only succeeds in getting it into touch. And a throw to the Cavalier team. Throw quickly taken by Cavalier. Here is Hardway once again in the center. Place it towards goal. Easily held there by goalkeeper Mark Bryan for Cavalier. Soft shot, really, taken by Hardware. More speculative shot than a piercing one. Here is Makala heading back into the Cavalier half. Comes back to James. James bangs it upfield one time. Headed on by the Cavalier defenders. Easily to his goalkeeper. Bryan with it in the penalty area for Cavalier. We're approaching 12 minutes in this encounter. Mount Pleasant against Cavalier FC. 0-0 the score. Here is Cavalier on the attack once again. Coming forward to Maxwell. Hammers it towards goal. Cleared one time by Liston James for Mount Pleasant. Only succeeds in getting it back to another Cavalier player. He's trying to turn. Here is the kick coming over. Headed on. Here is Cavalier with it once again. Shot towards goal. And it rolls harmlessly. Very close to the right upright. And it's a goal kick as indicated by referee Veralton Nemhard. So Cavalier getting their passes together and penetrating the Mount Pleasant defenders. Close one that time. Here is Mount Pleasant coming away with it once again. Here is Graham. Plays it back to Richie. Richie turns it back to his goalkeeper, who plays it towards the left side. Finds Ricardo Liston James. Bad pass. Gets it only as far as the Cavalier player. A whistle on the play as Cavalier was heading forward. And so it's a free kick to Mount Pleasant. Quickly taken. Here is Evan Taylor coming away with it in the center circle. Looking for passes. Plays it forward. Plays it to Francois Swaby. Swaby finds Cordell Benbow. And Benbow, effort, very team one. And Bryan has no difficulty in collecting. Free kick won by Cavalier once again, just below the halfway line. Cavalier up to this point having the better of the exchanges. Spirited performance by the Cavalier team up to this point. Here is a kick. Mount Pleasant trying to clear one time. Trying some fancy things there. Is the Cavalier team. However, it comes back to the Mount Pleasant team. Cavalier back with it. Players go down. No whistle on the play. Cavalier still in possession. Plays it inside. Back into their own half. Cavalier with it. Here now is Kyle Ming. Ming plays it forward. Gets it to Hamilton. Maxwell with it once again. Here is Nicholas Hamilton once again. And he chips it off the outside of his boot. Here's a shot from number 8. Leonard Rankin. Soft shot. And easily handled by the goalkeeper for Mount Pleasant, David Swiby. But Cavalier getting it together and really boring holes in the Mount Pleasant team at this point. Ball played into touch there by Cavalier. Cavalier player on the ground. We're back with the action. Here is Ladale Ritchie, plays it right across the field. Finds Sule McCullough. McCullough plays it forward. Trying to find Kevon Isaacs, does so. Isaacs plays it left side. Finds Cordell Benbow. It's back now with the Mount Pleasant team as they recover. Here is Campbell playing right-sided to Ladale Ritchie. Knocks it forward to Kemar Beckford. And the number 18, Kevin Graham, not reading the play. And it goes into touch for a throw to the Cavalier team. Here they come again, Cavalier. Evan Taylor intercepts, plays it back to Kemar Beckford, beats his man nicely, plays it inside. Finds Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs coming forward now for Mount Pleasant. Finds Francois Swaby. Swaby with it, turns, plays it back to Isaacs. Isaacs trying to find Kemar Beckford, intercepted by the Cavalier defenders, and they come away with it once again. Here is Cavalier with it, and a shot on goal, and it's broken up by Ladale Ritchie. Goalkeeper beaten there, should have been 1-0 for Cavalier, but Ladale Ritchie cleans up the mess at the back there. Cavalier having the better of the exchanges so far in this encounter. We're into minute number 18. And it has been Cavalier for the most part. A whistle on the play there. Ball goes into touch for a throw on the far side. Cavalier kicking from right to left. Mount Pleasant from left to right. Close call there for Mount Pleasant. Really should have been one in favor of Cavalier. So the home team live to fight another day. Here is Cavalier once again on the attack. Here is Ritchie, just at the top of the penalty box. Dribbles forward. Plays it between two players. Finds Kemar Beckford. Beckford leaves it now for Jamil Hardware. Hardware plays it forward. Finds Kevin Graham. Back with Jamil Hardware. And it rolls harmlessly into the box for the goalkeeper to receive. Here is goalkeeper Mark Bryan with it. Plays it long upfield. Headed back out by Sule McCullough. Mount Pleasant still in possession. Plays it inside into the center circle. Ladale Rich with it. Finds Jamil Hardware. Hardware finds Hardware. Plays it to Kemar Beckford. Beckford with it. Plays it inside. It's cleared one time by the Cavalier team. Comes back to Evan Taylor. Shots from far and just over the crossbar. Beautiful shot there by Evan Taylor from long range, but gets it just over the upright, just over the crossbars. But lovely shot by Evan Taylor. He's able to get those on target. Did a fine job with that one. But the score remains 0-0 between Mount Pleasant and Cavalier. We're into the 21st minute. A whistle on the play there. Cavalier wins a free kick. Referee Nemhard spots an infringement. Here is Cavalier now. Just inside the center circle. Meters, mere meters into the Mount Pleasant half. Here's a kick, long, high, headed out by the Mount Pleasant defenders. Comes back as far as Orlando Brown. Plays it back inside, and it's easily held onto by David Swaby for Mount Pleasant. David Swaby setting up to make this kick upfield, long kick upfield. Here is Jamil Hardware, and he's brought down. No whistle there from referee Nemhard. So it's Cavalier on the attack once again. Trying to get by Campbell. Here is Evan Taylor, plays it easily to his captain. No, that's Kevin. Yes, his captain. Here is Kemar Beckford with it, just over the halfway line. Plays it now to Jamil Hardware. Hardware not putting himself into that tackle. It goes into touch. So a kick, throw rather, to Cavalier. Here's the throw. Here is Kemar Beckford fighting as is customary with him and wins the ball. Campbell with it, plays it forward to Beckford. Here is Beckford coming very deep. Francois Swaby with it now. Play trying to find Cordell Benbow. Not successful in getting it to Benbow, but it comes back to Sule McCullough. McCullough plays it inside to Taylor. It goes into touch for throw to the Mount Pleasant team. "22 minutes gone in this encounter. Mount Pleasant 0, Cavalier 0. Portmore United winning earlier today. The defending champions. Here is Evan Taylor with it. Plays it long to his right. Trying to find Kemar Beckford. Beckford just not able to get onto the end of that one. And it rolls into touch for a goal kick once again to Cavalier. Long flighted pass there from Evan Taylor from the left side. Trying to find Kemar Beckford over on the far right. Just a little overhit that pass. Here's the goalkeeper for Cavalier with this goal kick. Gets it as far as Jamil Hardware. Cavalier with it once again. Here is Cavalier, plays it left side, finds Nicholas Hamilton. Hamilton trying to get by his man, gets it inside. Here is Nicholas Hamilton once again, plays it inside once again. Intercepted by the Mount Pleasant defenders. Cleared one time, not far. Cleared again by the Mount Pleasant defenders. It comes to Kemar Beckford, trying to get by two men. Finds Cordell Benbow. Benbow to his right. Plays it to Francois Swaby, who is running all the way on the right side. Swaby turns, trying to beat his man. Unsuccessful. Cavalier comes away with it once again. on the near side. Plays it forward. Cavalier still in possession. And here's this one now hanging up into the box. And easily held by the Mount Pleasant goalkeeper, David Swaby. Here now is Benbow trying to outsprint his man there. But he puts it into touch. Does the Cavalier player. And it's thrown to the Mount Pleasant team. Here is Mount Pleasant in possession once again. Sule McCullough trying to beat his man. Cleared by the Cavalier defenders. Comes back to Ladale Ritchie on the halfway line. Knocks it to Hardware. Or that should be Benbow. Comes back to the goalkeeper, Swaby. Swaby chips it forward. Finds Graham. Here is Graham. Playing it back to Ritchie. Ritchie knocks it forward. Finds Jamil Hardware. Hardware turns with it. Moves forward. Plays a long one to Benbow. He turns it back to McCullough. McCullough dribbles forward. Comes back to Isaacs. Here is Taylor with it. Plays it to his left side. Finds Campbell. Campbell plays it forward now and plays it into touch for a throw to the Cavalier team. Here is Mount Pleasant on the attack once again. Shot on goal and saved by the goalkeeper. Rebound comes to the defender and he tries to clear it one time. Blocked by the Mount Pleasant attacker. It's back with the Mount Pleasant team now. Graham with it. Plays it forward. Trying to find Hardware. Hardware trying to beat his man. Unsuccessful. It comes back to the Cavalier defenders. They clear it one time. Here is Cavalier in possession once again. Nicholas Hamilton plays it inside. Finds Leonard Rankin. Rankin plays it forward. Finds Kyle Ming. Ming back to Hamilton. Hamilton to Maxwell. Maxwell to Rankin once again. Shot towards goal. Easily held by Swaby. Swaby boots this one long upfield. Headed by the Cavalier defender back to their goalkeeper, who slows it down. Here is Mount Pleasant in possession once again. Here is Beckford. Trying to turn. Does so now. Plays it long to his right. Finds Francois Swaby. Swaby heads it back to Hardware. Hardware with it. Plays it to Graham. Graham back to Hardware. Left-sided pass. Here is Hardware. Playing it to Evan Taylor. Taylor. It's intercepted by the Cavalier defenders, and it comes back into the Mount Pleasant half. Here is Sule McCullough. Plays it forward. Trying to find Beckford. Beckford with it once again. Being hounded by the defenders, and he's taken down. A whistle on the play, and it's a free kick to Mount Pleasant. 28 minutes gone in this encounter. Mount Pleasant 0, Cavalier 0. Here is Ladale Ritchie in possession. Plays it right-sided. Finds Kevin Graham. Graham boots it towards the goal. Headed out one time by the Cavalier defenders. Cavalier coming forward once again. Finds Nicholas Hamilton racing down the left side of the field. Picks it up now. Trying to beat his man. Here he is now. Finds Maxwell. Maxwell with it. Plays it inside. Cleared one time by the Mount Pleasant defenders. Here now is Kemar Beckford with it, trying to get by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper wins him to the race and heads it out. But Cavalier still in possession in their own half. Long ball played to the left, trying to find Hamilton. Unable to first time, and it goes into touch for a throw to Mount Pleasant. Infringement there, says the referee. And free kick being awarded to the Cavalier team, just on the halfway line. Here is Irving with the kick. Finds Rankin. Mount Pleasant trying to clear this one. Here is Irving, chips it inside, trying to find his attackers. Headed out by the defense for Mount Pleasant. And it comes back to Rankin on the far side.
No problem.
So we're back with the action after a brief stoppage because of a power failure. So 31 minutes gone, and it's still Mount Pleasant 0, Cavalier 0. Free kick won by Cavalier. Here's the kick now. Cleared one time by Evan Taylor for Mount Pleasant. Still in the Mount Pleasant half. And it goes into touch for a throw to Mount Pleasant. Throw on the far side. Looks to be Sule McCullough getting ready to take this throw. Finds Beckford with that throw. Beckford back to McCullough. McCullough to Benbow, that is. Here is Beckford now with the chips it on for Kevon Isaacs or Jamil Hardware it is. And he succeeds in winning a corner for the Mount Pleasant team. A right-sided corner won by Mount Pleasant. It looks to be Cordell Benbow coming over to take this one. Here is Benbow getting ready to take this one, right-footed. Steps up now, does Benbow. Heads go up. And it goes into touch for a goal kick. Still 0-0 between Mount Pleasant and Cavalier here at Drax Hall. Here's a goal kick. Comes to Hardware. Hardware trying to flick it on for Benbow. Only succeeds in getting it to the Cavalier defenders. It's back now with the Cavalier team. Blocked there by Evan Taylor. Comes back now to Kyle Ming. Here is Orlando Brown. Only succeeds in getting it to Hardware. Hardware chips it forward. Finds Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs lobs it. Trying to find Swaby. Intercepted by goalkeeper Brian for Cavalier. Here is Brian now swinging this one upfield. Finds Shanil Thomas. Cavalier still in possession. Plays it back into their own half. Coming forward once again. Cavalier. Still in possession on the right side, the far side. Cavalier trying to get by Sule Makala. A whistle on the play. And a kick won by Mount Pleasant. Way down in the far corner, close to the corner flag. Campbell, Ricardo Campbell with the kick. Here is Ladale Ritchie, loses his footing, recovers to regain possession. Plays it to Evan Taylor. Taylor plays it left side, finds Sule Makala. Makala with it, dribbles forward, plays it back to Taylor in the center circle. Taylor makes a long pass, trying to find Jamil Hardware on the far side. Collects, slips and falls, and Cavalier comes away with it. Here is Hardware, trying to win it back once again. Booted upfield by the Cavalier team. Here is Cavalier coming forward now. Maxwell plays it left side, finds Hamilton. Intercepted by the goalkeeper and cleared by the defenders for Mount Pleasant. Another close call. Here is Taylor once again with it now. In possession is Taylor. Trying to beat his man on the line. Plays it back to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie swings it upfield. Into touch it goes for a throw to the Cavalier team. Irving now with the throw for Cavalier, just in front of their bench. Here is Rankin, plays it forward. Trying to find Thomas, Shanil Thomas. Comes back to Nicholas Hamilton. Hamilton swings it inside, blocked by the Mount Pleasant defenders. In Kevin Graham, and it goes into touch for a throw. Throw quickly taken. Here is Irving. Plays it back to Hamilton. Hamilton back to Irving. They're in the Mount Pleasant half, coming forward. Here is Irving once again. Plays it inside. Back to Rankin. Rankin plays it left side to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to swing this one into the box. Blocked by the Mount Pleasant defenders. And they are in control now, the Mount Pleasant defenders. And Kevin Graham swings it upfield. Only gets it as far as Orlando Brown. Brown plays it back to Gibbons. Kimani Gibbons. He plays it forward. Here is Sule Makala swinging this one out. Trying to clear it is the Mount Pleasant team. And here now is Evan Taylor with a long swing upfield. And it goes all the way back to goalkeeper Mark Brand for Cavalier. 38 minutes gone in this encounter. It's Mount Pleasant 0, Cavalier 0. Here is Jamil Hardware with it in the center circle. Turns, trying to find his man. Kemar Beckford on the far side. Intercepted by the defenders once again. Here is Evan Taylor. He finds Cordell Benbow. Here's Benbow trying to play. Finds his man Hardware. Intercepted once again by the Cavalier defenders. They come forward now in numbers. It's 3 against 3. Here is Nicholas Hamilton on the left side. Trying to get inside. Cleared one time by Graham. Graham finds Evan Taylor. He's pushed off the ball. And there's a whistle on the play. And a free kick won by Mount Pleasant. Exciting encounter here at Draxall. The action restarts. Here, Ladale Richard turns it inside, finds Ricardo Campbell. Here it now is Shanil Thomas with it for Cavalier. Broken up by the defense for Mount Pleasant. Evan Taylor comes away with it. Dribbles forward. Does Evan Taylor. Turns it inside. Finds Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs plays it to Benbow. Benbow back to Isaacs. Isaacs coming forward. Plays it inside once again. Finds Benbow. Benbow trying to beat his man. Does so on the second attempt. He's taken down. Whistle the play. And a yellow card being taken out by the referee. Looks to be Leonard Rankin. The number 8 player for Cavalier being shown the yellow card. Here is a free kick to be taken by Mount Pleasant. Shot and goal over the bar. That's Kevon Isaacs. No man, see him like that and score. Minimum of 2 minutes to be added, says the referee. Here is Mount Pleasant on the attack once again. Evan Taylor coming forward. Beats his man. Taken down. A referee quickly getting in on the action there. Free kick won by the Mount Pleasant team as Evan Taylor was taken down there by the Cavalier defender. Taylor it is who is going to be taking this free kick. Let's see if he can gain some revenge here by burying this one into the back of the net. Here is Taylor getting ready for this one. Here's the shot and towards goal. Headers, and he was saved by the goalkeeper. Brian saved that one. Here is Mount Pleasant in possession once again through Hardware. Finds Taylor. Taylor plays it right side to Cordell Benbow. First touch lets him down. Whistle on the play. And it's a free kick. Argument there between Cordell Benbow and Irvin. Here's a kick to be taken by Irvin. Here is Irvin with a kick. Long ball upfield by Irvin. Headed on by his colleague. Ladale Ritchie not taking any chance here. Plays it out. Here is Jamil Hardware. Turns it inside. Finds Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs going forward. Boring his way through the Cavalier defenders. Loses it. And Cavalier comes away with it. And there's a whistle. The halftime whistle as indicated by referee Veralton Nemhard. So after 45 minutes, it's Mount Pleasant 0, Cavalier 0. We get ready now for the second 45 minutes. So after 45 minutes, it's 0-0 between Mount Pleasant and the Cavalier. Want to remember.
Don't go there.
December 26th at Columbus Park, Discovery
Teacher. Daddy, you ready? Take no more, me, I can get my house. I tell them boy every day. Let's just kill the whole of them and Cavalier Royal and you can't adjust right I'm over this. Are you seeing me, man? The back time with the can't put after the can't stay no. If we get smile like that, now we sad, man. Ranking. If we get smile like that, ranking, that this aside. What?
Find this man unsuccessful, and it's played into touch by the Cavalier team, and it's a throw to Mount Pleasant on the far side of the complex here at Drax Hall. So taken quickly to Jamil Hardware, plays it inside, headed out by the Cavalier defenders, comes back to Kemar Beckford, trying to bang it in. It comes to Sule McCalla. McCalla with it, hounded by number 27, Maxwell for Cavalier. Ball goes into touch, and it's a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Or rather to Cavalier. Goal kick taken by goalkeeper Mark Bryan. Here is Maxwell coming forward. Loses it now to Mount Pleasant. Here's Hardware with it. Plays it forward. Trying to find Taylor. Taylor, it's just a bit too hard for Taylor to control. But it comes back to Kevon Isaacs in the center circle. Isaacs plays it forward. Finds Cordell Benbow. Benbow dribbles forward. Trying to get by his man. Unsuccessful. Turns back. Plays it back to Isaacs. Isaacs plays it to his right. Finds Kemar Beckford. Beckford dribbles inside. Plays it back outside to Evan Taylor. It comes back to Benbow. Shot towards goal. And it goes over the crossbar for a goal kick to the Cavalier team. Number 9, Daniel Green, making his way onto the field in place of number 7, Jamil Hardware. Substitution now for Mount Pleasant. Daniel Green goes in, replaced by Jamil Hardware. Substitution coming in the 47th minute. 48th minute, sorry. Substitution coming in the 48th minute. Here is Campbell. Booting this one into touch. Throw to the Cavalier team. Here is Rankin with it. Plays it forward. Trying to find Thomas. Shanil Thomas. Broken up by Mount Pleasant. Evan Taylor plays it forward. Comes back to the Cavalier defenders who try to send it upfield. Here is Richie. Shot on goal there by Mark Lando Maxwell for Cavalier. Soft shot. Easily handled by David Swaby for Mount Pleasant. Here is Mount Pleasant trying to come forward again. Bad pass. Kevon Isaacs unable to get onto the end of that. Here is Rankin playing it to the far side. Finds Brian English. English turns it inside to Webster, Ronaldo Webster. Here is the shot broken up one time there by the Mount Pleasant defenders. Sule McCalla trying to bang that one forward. Crashes into the back of the Cavalier player. And it's a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. Here is Taylor banging this one upfield. Turns it inside. Does Francois Swaby, it looks to be. Wins a corner to the Mount Pleasant team. Cordell Benbow once again heads over there to take this corner. Usually takes them right-footed, Benbow. Let's see what he does this time. Yes, he's setting it up to take it right-footed once again. Here is a corner kick by Benbow. Heads go up, headed out by the Cavalier team. Here is Isaacs. Finds Benbow on the right side. Lobs it inside. Here the heads go up once again, and it's punched outside there by, it looks to be, the defender for Cavalier, and wins for Mount Pleasant. Another corner. Beckford it is who's going to be taking this one. Kemar Beckford. He has scored 9 times so far this season for the Mount Pleasant team. Here it is. Head go up. And it's headed just over the crossbar there by the Mount Pleasant player. Another shot going over the crossbar for Mount Pleasant. And for Cavalier, they earn a goal kick. And it's Brian who's going to be taking this goal kick once again. Here is Brian now with this goal kick. Headed back by Isaacs. Mount Pleasant in possession. Gets by his man. Here is Mount Pleasant coming forward. Beckford plays it inside. Intercepted there by the Cavalier defense. They come away with it once again. Cavalier plays it right side. Gets it as far as Suley McCullough. Player brought down. Whistle on the play. Free kick to Cavalier. Rankin it is who is going to be taking this free kick. Substitution coming up for Mount Pleasant. Number 8, Jordan Fletcher, makes his way onto the field. Number 16, Francois Swaby, makes his exit. Substitution for Mount Pleasant. Jordan Fletcher replacing Francois Swaby. Here is Mount Pleasant in possession. Ball cleared by the Cavalier defense. So Mount Pleasant making their second substitution in the 55th minute. Here, ball lobbed into the area for Mount Pleasant, headed up, heads go up. Here is Cordell Benbow on the far side, shot towards goal, just getting by. It comes back into play. Here is Evan Taylor in possession, plays it long and just past the left upright. And a goal kick to the Cavalier team. Here's a goal kick taken by Cavalier. Mount Pleasant in possession through Kevon Isaacs. Plays it to his right. Finds Jordan Fletcher. Gets his first touch. Plays it inside back to Isaacs. Isaacs plays it to his right. Finds Cordell Benbow. Benbow with it. Back heel. Trying to find maybe Kevon Isaacs, who is expected to have made that run. But it goes back and it's recovered by the Cavalier team. Here is Mount Pleasant with the throw. Sule McCullough being hounded there on the near side. Plays it to his captain, Ladale Ritchie. Fumbles it. Eventually gets it out. And to the right side where he finds Graham. Graham plays it forward. Finds Jordan Fletcher. Fletcher trying to get by his man. Intercepted by the Cavalier defenders. They come away with it now. Cavalier to Nicholas Hamilton on the far side. He plays it back to, looks to be Irvin. Here is Mount Pleasant again, once again, with the ball. Here is Beckford, shot and goal. Blocked by the goalkeeper. Referee awaiting the signal from the referee, but the goalkeeper is down. So a free kick to the Cavalier team. Benbow looking to favor his left foot. He's been escorted off the field by the doctors. Let's see what happens there. Figure he's going to be continuing though. No action from the bench to indicate that the change is being, or change is pending. Here's a kick now for Cavalier by Brian, the goalkeeper. Kemar Beckford trying to find his man, finds Daniel Green, is being held onto by the player. And he goes down, whistle on the play. Yellow card being taken out by referee Nemhard. So number 25 for Cavalier gets the yellow card, Brian English. Yellow card shown to number 25 for Cavalier, Brian English. 69. Yellow card to Brian in the 60th minute.
60 no? 60th.
Yeah, 60th. Yeah. Yeah, man. Here's a free kick now to Mount Pleasant. Shot and goal and just punched out by the goalkeeper and just shot by Cordell Benbow. Oh, that looks to be Jordan Fletcher. Just over the upright. Jordan Fletcher with a beautiful rebound, but was only successful in getting it over the crossbar. The score remains Mount Pleasant 1, Cavalier 0. We see Keslan Hall warming up for the Mount Pleasant team. Here is Fletcher, beats his man nicely. Oh, what a beautiful play. Here now is Evan Taylor with it, trying to turn. Trying to find back Fletcher on the far side. Is unsuccessful. And it comes to the Cavalier team. They are in possession through Mark Lando Maxwell. A whistle on the play. So Mount Pleasant being penalized there. No, it's Cavalier being penalized because they put it into play, into touch. So Mount Pleasant has a throw. Here is Mount Pleasant coming forward. Sule Makala beats his man nicely. Dribbles over the halfway line. Though Sule Makala plays a left-sided pass to Cordell Benbow. Benbow trying to get by his man now. Beats his man nicely. Gets it across the area. And Brian goes up beautifully and plucks this one out of the air for Cavalier. Cavalier now in possession in the Mount Pleasant half. Here is Rankin dribbling forward. And Graham just heads it to his goalkeeper, Swaby. Here is Swaby bowling this one now. Finds Cordell Benbow. Benbow turns it to his left. Finds Daniel Green. Green dribbles forward with it for Mount Pleasant. Trying to get by his man. He's taken down. And there's a whistle on the play. A free kick won once again by the Mount Pleasant team just outside of the penalty box. Daniel Green taken down there. Chopped down actually by the defense for Cavalier. And Mount Pleasant wins a free kick just outside of the penalty box. The crowd roars in approval as they are expecting something from this one. 4, 5 players standing over the ball. Sule Makala. There is Evan Taylor. There is Daniel Green. And there's also Kevon Isaacs. But it looks to be, and Jordan Fletcher as well. It looks to be Fletcher who's going to be taking this one left-footed. It is Fletcher. And he bangs it towards goal. And it goes into the back of the net! Mount Pleasant scores! But the referee rules that it is not a legitimate goal and calls it back. So a free kick won by Cavalier. Offside call there by the referee. So the score remains Mount Pleasant 0, Cavalier 0. Here is Cavalier on the attack once again. Whistle on the play. Ricardo Campbell being shown the yellow card there by the referee. Referee Nemard. Yellow card shown to number 5 for Mount Pleasant, Ricardo Campbell, in the 66th minute. Yellow card there to Ricardo Campbell for Mount Pleasant, taking down that man. A yellow card shown in the 66th minute as Cavalier wins a free kick. Mark Lando Maxwell it is who's going to be taking this free kick for Cavalier. Heads go up, punched away by the goalkeeper for Mount Pleasant, and it goes into touch for a corner to the Cavalier team. Still no goals in this encounter. Mount Pleasant nil, Cavalier nil. Here's a corner kick taken now by Cavalier. Headed out by the Mount Pleasant defenders. Comes back to Cavalier. Shot on goal over the bar. Way over the bar. It goes. Here is Swaby now with the goal kick. Plays it left side. Finds Ricardo Campbell, who boots it upfield now. Comes back to the Cavalier, Kyle Ming, who boots it upfield once again for Cavalier. It's back in the Cavalier half. Mount Pleasant in possession. Kemar Beckford back heels it, trying to find Jordan Fletcher. Fletcher turns nicely, trying to get by two. Plays it back to Fletcher. Fletcher bangs it towards goal. Collides with the Cavalier defenders, and Cavalier in possession. Comes away with it once again. Here is Ricardo Campbell. Here now is a goal shot for, and it goes into the back of the net. Goal scored by Cavalier. They take the lead against Mount Pleasant. So Cavalier takes the lead against the run of play. So Shanil Thomas gets this one into the back of the net for Cavalier, and they maintain their dominance over Mount Pleasant. This is the only team in Premier League that has never been beaten by Mount Pleasant, and they have taken the lead here today once again. Goal scored in the 68th minute by number 17, Shanil Thomas. Makes it Cavalier 1, Mount Pleasant 0. So Shanil Thomas doing the damage there for Cavalier, putting them into the lead against the Mount Pleasant. Here they come again. Brian English bangs it towards the penalty area, and it goes into touch for a goal kick to Mount Pleasant. So Mount Pleasant looking as if they're about to make another change. Here is a goal kick to be taken by David Swaby for Mount Pleasant as they get ready to make another change. Here is Ricardo Campbell on the left side. Boots it into the Cavalier defender.
Number 11, Keston Hall, makes his way onto the field. He replaces number 19, Cordell Benbow.
Here is Cavalier on the attack once again. So Mount Pleasant would have made 3 substitutions so far. Throw to be taken by Cavalier. English with the throw. Gets it inside. Trying to find his attackers in the box. But it's Kevon Isaacs, it is, who makes a clearance for Mount Pleasant. Here is Jordan Fletcher with it. Comes forward. Finds Evan Taylor. Taylor plays it back to his captain. Here is Ricardo Campbell with it. Plays it back to Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie plays it forward now. Finds Jordan Fletcher. Fletcher turns it inside. Finds Daniel Green. Daniel Green now dribbles across the halfway line. Plays it left side to Sule Makala. Makala back to Daniel Green. And it goes into touch. A throw to the Mount Pleasant team. Here is Makala with the throw. Finds Daniel Green. Plays it across in the center of the field. Plays it to Ladale Ritchie. Here is Ritchie dribbling forward now. Finds Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs with it. Twisting and turning. Plays it back to Ricardo Campbell in the Mount Pleasant half. Campbell plays it to Daniel Green. Green back to Campbell. Campbell with it. Looking for passing options. Plays it long into the box. Trying to find... That looks to be Kemar Beckford. It comes back to Ladale Ritchie here now. Here is Ritchie. Plays it right-sided. Mount Pleasant in possession. On the far side. Seeking to get this equalizer. As Cavalier lead by a goal to nil. Goal, a throw into the Mount Pleasant team. Free kick it was. Here's a free kick. Headed out one time by the defense for Cavalier. Here is Evan Taylor. Chips it back inside. Comes back to Cavalier. It's 2 against 2. Here is Ricardo Campbell. Only gets it as far as Brian English. Here is English with it. Chips it inside. Trying to make the clearances, the Mount Pleasant defenders. Not quite achieving their mark. But they win a throw as the Cavalier player was unable to keep it on the field. So it's Mount Pleasant with a throw deep into their own half. So the Cavalier goalkeeper seemed to be having some difficulty. This encounter. Here is Mount Pleasant coming forward once again. Robbed off the ball there is Jordan Fletcher. By Maxwell. Mount Pleasant back in possession. Here is Kevon Isaacs. Plays it forward. Finds Daniel Green. He's not able to hold on to it. It comes back now to Kevin Graham. Plays it to his right. Mount Pleasant in possession. Here is Kevon Isaacs once again. Sends it inside. Long and way outside for a goal kick to Cavalier. A whistle on the play. So here is a goal kick now to be taken by Cavalier. Kick taken. Controls in the chest by Evan Taylor. He dribbles forward. Plays a lovely pass to Jordan Fletcher, who switches it inside. Finds Kemar Beckford, headed out by the Cavalier team. Not yet out of the danger area, but it goes into touch now, and a corner to Mount Pleasant. Fletcher takes the corner quickly. Finds Kemar Beckford. Beckford lobs it inside. Headed out by the Cavalier defenders. Comes back as far as Evan Taylor. He plays it back to Ricardo Campbell. Campbell on the halfway line with it. Switches it to his right. Finds Graham. And it's booted upfield one time by the Cavalier defenders. Not one Cavalier player in the Mount Pleasant half. They're back defending. Here is Graham. Plays it forward. Keslan Hall trying to get in on the action. Here now is Maxwell with it on the halfway line. Loses it. Does Cavalier. Comes to Sule Makala. Makala dribbles forward. Finds Daniel Green. Daniel Green trying to find Keslan Hall. Shot. Blocked by the Cavalier defenders. Comes back to Sule Makala. Makala trying to get by his man. Loses it. But Cavalier defender got a boot to it, and it goes into touch for a corner to the Mount Pleasant team. Jordan Fletcher it is with this corner. Plays it back to Evan Taylor in the center of the field. Finds Ricardo Campbell. Campbell with it. Plays it forward. Finds Kevon Isaacs. Isaacs trying to find Kemar Beckford. Beckford is blocked. His path is blocked. Substitution coming up now for the Cavalier team. Number 12, Ajoy Chin. Substitution for Cavalier. Number 12, Ajoy Chin. Ajay Chin rather, is making his way onto the field. And number 17. 17, yeah. Shaqin Thomas makes his head. So Ajay Chick enters. Chanel Thomas exits. Number 12, Ajay Chin, goes onto the field, and out comes the goal scorer, Chanel Thomas. For Cavalier. Here is Mount Pleasant on the attack once again. Finds Keslan Hall. Hall. Here is Mount Pleasant coming forward once again. Trying to find the equalizer. Jordan Fletcher. Keslan Hall. Fletcher. Here is Kemar Beckford with it. Shot towards goal. Blocked. Cavalier comes away with it once again. Brian that should be Ronaldo Webster with it. Here is Webster once again. Plays it to his left. Cavalier in possession. Cavalier coming forward into the penalty box now. Shot and goal. And it goes over the crossbar. They continue to lead by a goal to nil. Cavalier. Goal scored in the 68th minute by Chanel Thomas, who has since been substituted. Here is Daniel Green with it. Plays it to Ricardo Campbell. Campbell plays it forward, finds Evan Taylor. Taylor plays it right side to his captain, Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie plays it to the far right, finds Jordan Fletcher. Jordan Fletcher dribbling into the belly of the Cavalier team now. Finds Daniel Green once again. Green finds Sule Makala. It comes back to Fletcher, but he allows it to run to Ricardo Campbell. Campbell to Evan Taylor. Taylor with it in the center of the field. Here it is now, back with Taylor. Looking up probably to take a long shot towards goal. Shot on goal there by Campbell. Crashes into the defense of Cavalier. Here is Evan Taylor with it once again. Chips it inside, finds Evan Taylor. And it's easily held by goalkeeper Mark Bryan for Cavalier.
Referee make sure you catch every minute, every second. Got a beat time in my waist.
The goalkeeper back on his feet and ready for more action. Another substitution coming up for Cavalier. Dwayne Allen, it is, who is looking to make his way onto the field. Substitution for Cavalier. Number 16, Dwayne Allen, makes his way onto the field. He replaces number 9, Nicholas Hamilton. Time. Substitution in the 85th minute. So 85th minute substitution now for Cavalier. Nicholas Hamilton being substituted. Dwayne Allen, the man making his way onto the field. Here is Mount Pleasant in attack once again. Daniel Green, midway the Cavalier half, finds Ladale Ritchie. Ritchie trying to find Daniel Green. Comes back to Evan Taylor. Taylor knocks it to his left, finds Campbell, headed out by the defense for Cavalier. Maxwell with it. Almost loses it to Isaacs. Cavalier, Leonard Rankin. Cavalier in possession once again, coming forward. Trying to double their lead here on the Mount Pleasant team and probably cement this victory. Mount Pleasant resolute, trying to pull one back. Here is Daniel Green. Plays it to Campbell. Campbell finds Keslan Hall. Gets inside. And chips it across. Nobody on the end of this one. Comes back now to Ritchie in the Mount Pleasant half. Spectators calling for the Mount Pleasant players to move urgently. Here comes to Campbell. Whistle on the play. Foul committed there by the Cavalier team. Evan Taylor now with this free kick. Here is a kick now to be taken by Taylor. Lobbed over, headed by Sule McCullough, just getting by McCullough. It comes back to Taylor. Plays it across to Richie. Richie, back to Taylor. Taylor now, coming forward. Plays it to Green. Here is Green. Plays it right side. Finds Kemar Beckford. Beckford back to Green. Green with his back towards goal. Finds Ladale Richie. Richie plays it forward. Finds Jordan Fletcher. Every Cavalier player behind the ball. And it's played into touch for a corner to the Mount Pleasant team. Dying moments of this game. Now here now looks to be Fletcher who's going to be taking this corner. Corner taken, heads go up. Headed out by Cavalier once again. Another corner to the Mount Pleasant team. Here is the corner to be taken now by Cavalier, by Mount Pleasant. Here, heads go up. Cleared by the Cavalier defenders. Comes back to Fletcher. Fletcher plays it back to Richie. Richie plays it forward. Fletcher with it again. Plays it to his left. Finds Kemar Beckford. Beckford plays it inside to Sule McCullough. Beckford with a bad pass. Cleared one time by the Cavalier defenders. Mount Pleasant coming forward once again. Hangs this one in. The heads go up. Held by the goalkeeper for Cavalier. Easily. And we expect him to be down for a while. Or he's back on his feet early this time. Looks as if we're going to be playing at least 5 extra minutes.
Referee, 10 minutes.
Minimum of 5 minutes to be added to the end of the second half. Minimum of 5 minutes to be added. Here is the throw now for Mount Pleasant. Finds Jordan Fletcher. Turns nicely, beats his man. Sends it way over onto the left side. Finds Keslan Hall. Shot inside towards the penalty area. Here now is Fletcher once again with it. Dribbles towards the line. Does Fletcher. Being hounded by 2 Cavalier defenders. Fletcher plays it out to Ladale Richie. Here is Richie. Finds Evan Taylor. Taylor to Richie. Richie, shot towards goal. No. Plays it left-sided. Finds Ricardo Campbell. Here is Campbell. Lobs it back into the penalty area. The heads go up. Shot on goal by Kemar Beckford. Blocked. And there's a call for penalty. No, says the referee. Free kick won by Mount Pleasant, quickly taken. Here is Daniel Green, plays it right-sided. Finds Evan Taylor, Taylor back to Green. Here is Green now, setting up for a shot. Shot towards goal, and just getting by the upright. The right side of the upright. It remains Mount Pleasant 0, Cavalier 1. Goal scored in the 68th minute by Shaniel Thomas. The all-important goal in this encounter so far. Mount Pleasant working hard to pull one back. Here is Kevon Isaacs trying to muscle his way past the Cavalier defender. We are into injury time in this encounter. And Cavalier is getting ready to make another substitution. Substitution to be made by Cavalier. Looks to be Richard Brown coming in. Here is the shot and goal by Jordan Fletcher. A whistle on the play. Corner kick. Substitution coming up for Cavalier. Number 30, Richard Brown, being inserted. So Richard Brown makes way on the field. Out comes number 27, Markland Maxwell. Shot towards goal by the Mount Pleasant team. Blocked. Comes back to Cavalier. Dribbling forward is Cavalier now. Sending it forward. Finds the number 14, Orlando Brown. Broken up near by the Mount Pleasant team. Not broken up cleanly. And a whistle on the play. Offside call against Orlando Brown for Cavalier. Mount Pleasant with the kick. Quickly taken. Here is Evan Taylor. Dribbling forward now for Mount Pleasant. Sends a long one upfield. Trying to find Sule Makala. Here is Mount Pleasant. Shot towards goal by Green. Here is Sule Makala with it on the left side. Kicks it inside. Crashes into the defender. Chips it inside once again. Does Sule Makala. And it comes off the defender for another corner kick to the Mount Pleasant team. Mount Pleasant desperately trying to get this one, pull one back here to earn a point from this game. Here's a corner kick. The heads go up. Mount Pleasant in possession. Comes to Evan Taylor. Beats his man. Shot towards goal. And it goes wide. Might have been the last effort from the Mount Pleasant team. That kick there by Evan Taylor. Referee urging the Cavalier players to take this goal kick. As the crowd makes their way. There we have it. The final whistle. Cavalier once again coming out on top over Mount Pleasant. Winning by a 1-0. Goal scored in the 68th minute by Shanil Thomas. Makes a difference in this encounter. So Cavalier remains the only team that has not been beaten by this Mount Pleasant team. They win this contest on match day 19 by a 0 over Mount Pleasant. Approach without speed, another success against Cavalier. It seemingly is a team that you have their ticket and will always beat them. Talk to us about the game today, because you came with an understrength team and you still came out on top of Mount Pleasant.
Well, actually, they played right into my hands because we knew that if we defended well, and then they would have been anxious to get the victory. So once in the second half they started to push 5-6 players up, we decided to play them on the counter, and as you can see, we got a goal and a couple more chances.
How much of the game plan really that you had coming into this game was really executed on the field?
No, the first game plan we had was not to concede in the first half, and we did that very well, although we were under pressure. But the second half, once the coach started to make changes, like in the 55th minute, and he kept on making these forward changes, we know that there will not be sufficient player to defend. So we just decided to play the ball past the first wave of attack and counter them mercilessly. And it could have been a few more because we did get some additional chances with the counter attack. We just played that straight for about 25 minutes and it paid dividend for us.
Cavalier seem to be going hot and cold this season. What is the situation as far as your team is concerned?
Well, the truth is that we suspended 3 players for infractions, and then we had about 5 injuries of our starting players. So that really affected us. Then we have another set of players who went to with the all school team. Those players are a bit tired, so they're not here either. So it's difficult for us to field 18 players in one game. This is the closest we went. We had 17 today, but still we had people on the bench who were injured. So we just had to fight with what we had.
So it was not your first team, it was not your second team. Would you say it was your third level team?
No, the way they played now, I'd have to be thinking greatly that this is the first team.
So, Coach, you are now up to
25 points and 6th place.
And back into the top 6. Talk to us about the game that you have coming up and how you're looking forward to the next game.
Now we have Waterhouse next. It's going to be another difficult match. But for some reason, we seem to play much better against the top teams and poorly against the other teams. But this season for us, even with those players that I've mentioned, we lost 3 players, as you know, in the early part of the season to overseas club. And again, we're going to lose 2 more in January. So the truth is we have to really be blooding this next set of players to come forward to carry the challenge. So it was good tonight. We were able to win against a team like Mount Pleasant because it shows me that these youngsters can go in the playoff and do well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our coach Steve had an unsuccessful attempt because today against Cavalier, a team that Mount Pleasant has not beaten since they've been in the Premier League. And once again, the Mount Pleasant team got lost to Cavalier. Talk to us about it.
I think we played flat, very, very flat today. Like we give Cavalier this too much respect tonight. As you said before, we've never beaten them, so it can be psychological. But I'm not worried. But I know when the right time comes, again, if we do meet them again, it's going to be a different thing. We have a different mindset approaching the game.
Although the team lost today, were you able to execute the game plan that you had initially?
In the last 25 minutes, we start going down the flanks. That's what we taught them to do. But the whole first half of the game, we have been in the flank no time. When Jordan came on and Reggie, they put a little difference in the game, to push them, put them back because they lock shop, so to speak, So we got a chance down the wing to get crosses, to get some clear chances that really come out 1-all.
But would you say you were satisfied, not satisfied with the execution today of the team?
I'm not satisfied with the team performance. As I said before, we look flat, lousy. As I said before, it could be psychological, against this Cavaliers team. We in Jamaica we like that, We make things, we don't think professional. This put something behind you and move forward. So I say, I'm not satisfied, but again, we can play them again, So we have to go for these jinx, as people really say.
Okay, so next game is going to be against UWI, the bottom of the table team. How are we looking forward to that one?
Well, we're not putting behind us, because there's another bottom table team. They're gonna come fighting again. So this one I think we have to learn again. We don't play the bottom team. We have to come out fighting. Like we play the top teams. Because this can hurt us.
Thank you very much, coach.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you.